Divers Island. Para quê? Ah, pera. Que?
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Eh?
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my armor She looks so old.
Caralho, do nada apareceu um Nautilus ali, mano. Que isso?
I'd woken up, confused and groggy. My mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Aí acabou, hein? Aí foi jogo, hein? Que isso. Dan, dan, dan. Fim do episódio 4. Cara, essa musiquinha dele é muito boa, mano. Isso é louco, velho. Pena que eu tenho que pular. Talvez sonhar. Troféu concluído. Troféu conquistado.
Making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Wait, we're in jail now? Hell, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff.
Mano, ele tá me chamando de uns nomes nada a ver, né, velho?
Look, that's not
Sei lá também qual é meu nome, Alan Wake,
Agent
não, não é.
Nightingale, I insist.
Ih, vai azedar o pé do frango aqui.
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh, man.
Já começou bem o cara lá.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
We're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Cadê o Barry?
Here are your things. Wait, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They
Não
can
era
be
essa
hurt in the
lanterna que eu
light,
tinha.
Only in the light, and I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend.
Mas pera aí que eu preciso da minha...
We need you to stay here.
What? No.
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Essa porta abriu?
Okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza.
O Wake, Stephen King, Robert, sei lá quem é mais as pessoas que estão me chamando das coisas aqui que eu não faço a minha ideia. Ô, outro manuscrito.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved that he would let this happen over his dead body. And yet he hesitated. He had seen this moment before, read it in the page. He was transfixed by the déjà vu and the horror that he was a character in a story someone had written. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him and dragged him into the night.
Pera aí, senhorita.
Oh,
Deixa eu...
hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Are you sure? Okay then, but hurry.
Pera aí, deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui atrás. Coisa rápida. Ver se eu não encontro nenhum item secreto. Opa. Peguei. Ah, saudade daquele holofote gigantesco lá, mano. Caralho, aquilo lá era foda, velho. Oxi.
I needed to reach the rooftop to get to the other side of the broken gate.
Perfeito, calma. Dá uma exploradinha de leve aqui, ó. A gente achou pilha. Vambora. Trancado, padrão. Aqui foi de onde a gente saiu. Trancado, padrão. Ai, cara, que porra é? No... Ai, meu coração, deu susto. Do nada a escada caiu em cima de mim. E eu tava afastado, eu acho. Não tava, não? Ah, eu detesto corvos. Ah, tá. Pensei que era o passarinho. Você pula, né, meu parça? Puta que pariu. Nossa, como eu detesto o corvo. Já cansou já o cara. Hum.
Hey,
Hum.
Sheriff! Your
Boss
password.
fight?
Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. You need to bypass the damage control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Hum.
Ow, damn. That's smart.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town.
Pô, não tinha uma luz aqui não pra me curar? Puta que pariu, vai ter muita coisa acontecendo aqui de uma vez só. Siga Sarah. Ô caramba, bolinha. Ai. Revólver tamo full. Aqui entra? Calma aí, dona Sarah. Deixa eu dar aquela leve explorada aqui, coisa rápida. Sinalizador é bom. Sempre é bom. Tem outro aqui? Beleza, vambora. Tá ligado, né, Sarah? Tá ligado que o bagulho vai ser louco agora, né? Se prepara.
No, you don't.
Mano, eu desviei pra cima desse cu. Oh! Let's go! Boa! Ai, a bolinha. Mano, por que que eu esqueci qual que forma, velho? Que isso? Bizarro. Cadê a Sarah? Vambora, Sarah. Sarah, eu tô te seguindo. Puta que pariu. Tomei. Ah, mano, quem foi que tacou essa... Ai, velho, nossa, tá muito chata essa parte, mano. Esses últimos dois capítulos, assim, o finalzinho e o outro tá, mano... Tá um cu, tá? Vou pegar o sinalizador aqui. Eu esqueço, mano, que eu tenho as outras paradinhas aqui, tá ligado? Meu cérebro trava, esquece completamente. Vambora, vamos prestar atenção que agora a gente passa. Fácil. Às vezes você tem que acabar com o carro alegórico. Ó. Mano. Póster. Ah, recarregou. Não, beleza, perfeito. Perfeito, boa. Nice dupla. Cadê o carro alegórico? Tá, o jogo é pra lá? Não, pera, eu tenho que seguir a Sarah, né? É isso, calma, Sarah. Nós temos coisas a fazer aqui. Calma, calma. Calma, calma. Não grila, não. Agora o bagulho vai ficar louco. Garrafinha de café aqui, ó. Ó, essa casinha que a gente entra? Não. Do nada. Calma aí. Agora acabou. Deixa eu ver o que que tem pra cá. Nada. Ai, meu Deus, já cansou. Ai, eu não gosto desses caras que cansam, gente. Assim, pô, pelo menos dá uma fadigazinha. Tipo, caralho, tem um demônio atrás de mim, né? Não vamos cansar, sei lá, uma parada assim, velho. Puta que pariu. Acho que não valeu não. Ah, valeu sim, valeu sim. Acho que vai valer sim. E aqui? Uh! Vamos trocar, com certeza. Caraca, eu já tô full pilha, mano. Que isso?
I'm gonna want explanations, you know. For example, what the hell happened to Rose? She's seriously messed up now.
The same thing I think happened to me after I arrived.
During this week, you can't remember?
Oh, I remember now.
Ó, aqui é o barzinho, né, que a gente chegou pela primeira vez. Manuscrito, perfeito. Vamos ouvir.
Barry was in his element, making calls, making things happen, even if he didn't entirely know what those things were. He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Even if every noise he heard from outside, and he heard plenty, made him jump. He had only paused to text Al a message, told him to hurry up. Suddenly, Barry froze in mid-dial. A window broke somewhere in the building, and then the lights went out.
Ô, tá escuridão da porra. Oxe, do nada lançou um rapzão, trapzão, rapzão, trapi... Aperta o passo aí, vambora. Nossa. Munição pra revólver tá full. A pilha também tá full. Ô, se é 2x1. É porque o bagulho vai ser louco, hein? Tá dando muita coisa aqui nessa parte. Perfeito. O que tem aqui escondido? Nada. Qual o carro que vai sair voando?
Wait, over here! There's light!
Calma aí que... Ah, eu quero explorar. Nice dupla. Ai! Eu não vi que tava voando o negócio. Pensei que era. Eu pensei que era mapa mesmo, normal, mano. Caralho. Tomei-lhe uma pra nunca mais. Tá, agora eu vou explorar, já que deu isso aí. Tinha luz ali. Ó, tem coisa. Calma aí, filho. Calma aí que tem coisa pra cá, ó. Pilha, gostei. Já foram pra. Tamo full já. E aqui abre? Não abre. Cafezinho. O que tem aqui atrás escondido, hein? Nada. Pô, eu subo aqui? Sobe nada. Três sinalizadores. Tá, ela tá falando que é por lá e por aqui. Trancado. Então eu vou por aqui, sim. Já que você quer que eu vá, eu venho.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Gotcha.
Não entendi. Sala do escrivão em frente aonde? Aqui. Página do manuscrito. Que negócio de
The
barulho é esse?
darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer.
Do nada o
The
celular.
message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Vou me apressar, calma. Porra! Esse aí tancou, hein? Tem aqui. Me perdi, sinalizador. Boa, recuperei. E aqui sai? Não. Agora sim. Era essa que o pai queria. Sinalizador. Pulei de alegria. Acho que não dá pra pegar mais nada aqui não. Granada atordoante. Mano. O negócio aqui vai ser feio, hein? Chave do
Okay,
helicóptero.
Sheriff, I got the keys.
Nossa, dava pra ter explorado lá em cima. Não sabia que ia acontecer isso.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh god. Oh god.
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked.
Não,
Come on,
aguenta
Wake,
aí.
let's go around. We can meet him
Ah,
in
você tá de sacanagem que eu não consegui explorar lá em cima, porque eu não consegui... Não, essa brincadeira é de mau gosto. This is brincadeira comigo, mano. This is brincadeira, mano. Ai, cara, devo ter esquecido uns 5 manuscritos lá dentro, só ali. Puta que bosta, fiquei triste. Eu vim dali, né? Então vambora. Entrada para o parque. Deixa eu ver. O que tem aqui atrás?
Wake, over there!
Pra acordar. Nossa, eu adoro essa lanterna gigante, mano. Tá cozida já.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the
Keep the hell
backyard.
down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All this shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
Calma aí que tem uma... Tem nada aqui não, mano. Esse carro de bombeiro tem muita coisa que eu tô ligado. Deve ter muito segredo aqui nesse carro. Gente, é difícil, né? Resolutivo. Terror. Aí peguei já bastante garrafa já, mano.
They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Right now, I'm not a
Mano.
big fan of my own writing.
Deixa eu ir aqui,
Cynthia
plau.
Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls' abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. The war between the forces of light and darkness.
A Sarah tá lá embaixo, mas aqui em cima não tem nada mesmo. Vambora. Vambora, Sarah. Sarah? Sarah? Tá certo, né?
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake. Maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Peraí, tem um segredo aqui, ó. Cara, essa fase ela tá estranha de formas que não era para tá, mano. Não era pra ter tudo isso aqui de loot agora não, no começo de jogo. Tá muito esquisito. Esse carrinho aqui andando sozinho, é normal? Garrafinha de café. Tá sentindo o cheiro de boss? Eu tô. De bosta. Ah, moleque, que cara engraçado, mano. Olha só. Ihu. Eu vou pra igreja depois que eu lutear tudo isso aqui. Não, tô de boa. Essa caixona grandona aqui eu não pego, não? É que tem que estar de perto com a shotgun, né? Mas eu tenho mais munição dela. Manuscrito.
Barry got back to his feet inside the Bright Falls General Store and dusted himself off. Right next to the cans of baked beans was a locked case filled with flare guns, and yet here was a conveniently placed barrel of crowbars. Barry's smile widened as he realized that this was the classic movie scene where the hero had to gear up and arm himself to the teeth. Barry threw himself into the role.
Tá, eu tive que terminar de ler porque eu tentei ouvir e não consegui. Aí eu li pra mim assim, tá ligado? Church. Eu sei que tem um segredo muito grande aqui atrás, ó. E aqui. Eventos da igreja, programação de outono, catequese domingos, estudo da Bíblia segundas-feiras, reuniões de clube de tricô da Bridge Falls, quartas-feiras alternando à noite. Noite de velas de festa de servo, 14 de setembro. Missa matinal da festa de servo, 15 de setembro. Visita do coral presbiteriano de Watery, 28 de setembro. Quermesse beneficente anual, 3 de outubro, mano. Perfeito. Vambora, filha. Sem arma na igreja, hein?
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. I told him to get it fixed.
Let's take a break.
Eu imaginei que seria, né? Uns jardineiros loucos aqui, mano. Nossa, mas eu fui esgurmitado aqui. Nossa, velho. Veio gente do meu... Mano, é foda, porque o jogo a gente coloca no meio de uns buracos e foda-se. Você ficou no meio do buraco, foda-se, se vira. O cara não esquiva e que se lasque. Ah, mano, eu vou ter que fazer tudo isso de novo? Não. Nossa, brincadeira isso, né, velho? Puta que pariu. Pegar o manuscrito aqui. Uhum. Nossa, jogo, vocês têm um autosave que eu vou falar pra você, hein? Necessidade? Não tem. Vamos lá, Sarah.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. I told him to get it fixed.
Mano, tipo, sai um cara do meu lado, tá ligado? Do nada. Ó, beleza, aqui, ó. Tipo, mostrou vindo os caras lá de trás. Aí o Breno tá de boa, porque o Breno sabe de onde tá vindo os caras, tá ligado? Ó, vai vir um cara ali, vai vir outro aqui. Eu vou até subir pra cá, ó. Vamos. Vamos parar de viadagem? Não é, fiote. Você solo, você não me tanca, não. Ah, te tomar no cu. Vem mais, vem mais. Ah, me respeita. Ora bolas. Ah, mano, o cara cansado é demais.
Okay,
É
it's
isso.
open. Let's go, Wake.
Focar onde, meu anjo?
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
Ai, desculpa, gente. Puta, será que tinha uma página de
For it to be
manuscrito no outro?
free, the dark presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Licença. Me perdi. O que tem aqui?
Right there. Oh, no, you don't.
Huh. Já acabou? Já acabou um bom. Opa, tem coisa aqui. O que tem aqui? Garrafinha de café. Ok. Oxi! Que? Hã? Tô falando que esse jogo é meio 13? Quer dizer, ele é bem louco mesmo, mas porra. Que?
Guess that one saw the light.
Boa, Perry! Essa lanterninha na cabeça aí.
Tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
Vambora. Esses carros que vai sair voando, todo mundo sabe. Um gatinho preso, solto, perdido.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor.
Mordor.
I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
É verdade, né? Seria uma da hora também. Ter uma lanterninha na cabeça. Top. Tá bom, também empolgado pro 2. Falta pouco pro 2 chegar, né? Alan Wake 2. Será que vai ser maior que o primeiro? Ou vão ser 6 episódios cada? Cara, eu vou dar uma checada aqui atrás, ó. Tem um negócio ali piscante. Deixa eu dar uma olhada. Granada de atordoamento, ok. Pra cá já foi. Mano, se é 3 é porque o bagulho vai ficar louco, mano. Se o negócio não ficar estreito, é porque tá esquisito. Olha o maluco da serra elétrica cortando o poste. Oh! Porra!
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to this.
É, apesar que isso aqui sozinho seria hard and core, né, mano? Parar pra pensar. Ainda bem que tá o trio aqui. Parada mole. Aqui não tem nada nesse carrinho aqui. Também não tem nada. Também não tem nada. Também não tem nada.
The
Bridge
helicopter's
Falls.
just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I wanna get out of here.
Tem barril explosivo. Calma aí, deixa eu ver o que tem aqui dentro. Nada, tem umas pilhas aqui. Eu acho que agora é o canal, hein? Deixa eu dar mais uma olhada aqui. Jesus amado do céu. Nossa senhora. Gente. O que vai acontecer aqui? O que tá pra acontecer aqui? Não é pouca coisa não, é muita coisa. Jesus, Maria José, pra que tanta pilha, gente? Nossa Senhora do céu, Jesus Christ. Estão prontos para uma horda gigantesca? É claro que isso aconteceu. Oxi! Oi! O Mano Brown aqui! Meu Deus, atira! No. Corre! Ai! Nossa senhora!
Just get me over, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy
Nossa, o
lady.
sinalizador salvou, velho.
About her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
Hold on! Ow!
Son of a bitch!
PlayStation